Just waiting this storm out because it is quite strong with these gusts, probably up to 50 miles per hour. And really, it's the lightning that's really going crazy right now. In addition to the heavy rain, these storms are passing by pretty quickly. So luckily, it's not going to sit over the city. But I did want to give you an update on what's happening now. This one cluster of storms has just really raged into the metro area and continues to drop to the southwest. So we're watching this storm as tropical moisture pushes into our region going into later today, into tomorrow and Friday. So we'll have kind of rounds of tropical downpours coming up the next few days, and they're already starting now. Zooming out, besides the city of New Orleans and Jefferson Parish, we do have some stronger thunderstorms over Lake Pontchartrain and in southern Tangipahoa Parish. Same threats with these thunderstorms, heavy rain and a lot of lightning and stronger gusts. So the thunder is pretty loud. I mean, we're in the French Quarter and we can just hear it right outside, and it's really loud bangs. So hopefully everyone's inside, not getting caught and driving in this. I think as we go throughout the course of the next couple days, Thursday, Friday, with the tropical moisture pushing in, we'll see these passing storms that could be strong and a bit vigorous with downpours, and really lightning is the biggest thing that you don't want to be caught off guard in. As we go throughout the next few hours, I really don't think we're going to see much more storm activity. So while it is kind of packing a punch now, there is not much behind it. We're just going to see some lighter showers fill in behind these thunderstorms. We've been watching this line of storms push in from the east throughout this evening, and they really fired up as they approached our area. But behind it, there's nothing else filling in behind it, which is good news. So the worst of the weather that we're seeing with this batch of storms is happening now and will continue to impact southeast Louisiana over the next few hours as these storms continue to push to the southwest. And really the biggest thing is the heavy rain we're going to have to wait out. So I keep zooming in and out. So I'll go back to the thunderstorm that we're primarily focusing on. Whole lot of rain moving on to the West Bank now. Heavy rain for Jefferson Parish, Metairie seeing a whole bunch of rain and lightning. Same with the city of New Orleans. Definitely a rough ride if you're in the car. Some heavier showers for Laplace, Toluling, the river parishes. And then again, that thunderstorm over Lake Pontchartrain dropping to the southwest and southern Tangipahoa Parish. Whole bunch of lightning within that thunderstorm. So that's where we're really focusing on. A farther zoom out, I do want to check on the coast a little bit. We do have some stronger storms for our coastal spots from Galliano to Grand Isle. Port Fourchon saw a bunch of rain earlier today, but that storm has pushed off to the west. We are looking at our live camera. There was a whole bunch of lightning just a second ago, and I'm sure it'll pop back up again. Here we go. And we can switch back from our different views across the city. So this is looking at downtown, and you can see all the lightning going in there. And the lightning's been going probably for the last 10 minutes or so. I guess we can switch to maybe looking maybe downtown, or wow, well, there we go. There's a whole bunch of lightning. I can kind of see off the side here where I'm looking at here, so I'm telling our director to switch to different cameras. So this is looking downtown with our View Orleans camera, and the lightning is just coming and going every 2 seconds or so. I guess we can switch back maybe to, I guess it doesn't really matter which one we switch to, because everyone that she is going to pull up will show you just how much lightning we're seeing across the city. This is over the French Quarter, over the Mississippi River. Whole bunch of lightning again with the thunderstorms passing over the city. So you don't want to be outside in this, obviously. So just keep that in mind. We've got the storms now. We'll have some more over the next couple of days, and this is kind of the biggest impacts from them. Lightning and heavy rain and stronger wind gusts. So make sure you're staying indoors if you can when these storms pass through in the coming days. I'll go back and look at our radar picture again to show you where the heaviest of the rain is moving. Like I mentioned, it is moving, so that is good news. Heaviest of the showers dropping to the West Bank now, quickly, but still hanging on to some pretty loud thunder booms and a lot of lightning across the city of New Orleans now. Heavy soaking downpours uptown through River Bend, through Metairie, River Ridge as well. Parts of the West Bank, Algiers seeing some heavier showers pushing in now and frequent lightning. Some moderate rain for Chalmette. So the rain luckily will be weakening as these storms drop more to the southwest, but river parishes, Wagaman, the West Bank, certainly seeing the heaviest of the showers now along the West Bank Expressway, Bridge City as well. So right along the West Bank here of the Mississippi River, heaviest of the showers, but still some pretty heavy downpours for Jefferson Parish, Elmwood through River Ridge. So there could be some localized street flooding as a result of this. Even though the storms are moving by, it's the tropical moisture that these storms are able to tap into And the tropical moisture could lead to several inches of rain falling in a short amount of time. So I'll look at how much rain is falling just within the last hour to get you kind of an idea of what's going on. Probably around 1 to 2 inches for parts of the city. So, you know, there's certain spots that flood easily. You may get some big puddles right now, some ponding surely as we go throughout this evening. So make sure you're driving carefully. We probably picked up a couple inches of rain in a few spots just in a short amount of time with the nature of these tropical downpours. So rainfall rates will be pretty intense with these storms the next few days. That's kind of what we're hinting at, even though we're not worried about any tropical development. It's just the tropical moisture that really kicks in. You get 1 to 2 inches in about, 15, 20 minutes, and that definitely will lead to some isolated street flooding, at least some nuisance puddles and ponding on some of our more susceptible roads. And we know the metro area, it doesn't take a whole lot to get some flooding going on. But these storms will be passing. They'll be transient in nature and have some movement to them, but they will be pretty soaking and produce some heavy showers, some thunderstorms for Laplace to Luling for the river parishes as well. Heavy downpour within that thunderstorm. But it's the lightning. I'm sure with these lightning flashes, maybe we'll get some, hopefully not, fingers crossed, but you could get some power outages in a situation like this. So I wouldn't be surprised if this may have knocked out some power because just of how much lightning there has been within this thunderstorm. So unfortunately, I think we'll have to track some more storms going into the next few days. It's almost deja vu because last Wednesday was the same thing. We had a whole batch of tropical moisture push in. We had a big lightning show last Wednesday night, and it's like almost copy paste 1 week later, and it's the same situation. So unfortunately, that's what we have going on. I wanted to check and see if there are any warnings issued. No warnings issued just as of yet, but I'll check in with another tool. I wanted to check on my phone, see if any text messages came in. Nothing on my phone, but I'll check in with the National Weather Service because they do issue warnings if they see fit, and they have not issued any warnings because the storms are moving, and even though they are heavy, the showers, they have some movement to them, which is what we definitely like to see when tropical moisture pushes in. And I'll do a quick kind of rundown of the forecast after we recap the storms and let you go about your Wednesday evening. So here we go. We've got a cluster of storms on the North Shore and Tangipahoa Parish. That is a ton of lightning within the storm. Over Lake Pontchartrain, that's about to move west along I-55. So if you know of anyone hitting the road, or if you're about to hit the road along I-55 in southern Tangi, just wait this storm out, 20, 30 minutes as this quickly passes by to the west. Strong storm over the city of New Orleans, of course. We're still watching this. It's really loud over our French Quarter studio here because the lightning is just intense over the city. Heavy rain pushing to the west on the West Bank, but still some lingering downpours across the city of New Orleans and Metairie and Jefferson Parish. West Bank as well, seeing some heavier showers from Algiers to Tarrytown, Wagaman back westward along the West Bank Expressway, and that storm will continue to push off to the west. So it will not be lingering by any means. And then down the coast, storms pretty strong in nature as well for Galliano to Grand Isle to Leeville, and then just passing into Lower Terrebonne Parish. So that's what we have now, strong storms passing through the area. We showed you the live cam because there has just been so much lightning and heavy rain. The lightning is ongoing, so make sure you're staying inside. I know it's tempting to go out there and kind of get video, get footage, things like that. Just play it safe and wait the lightning storm out, okay? Because it's pretty impactful right now. Going into the overnight, we'll have a few passing showers. I think things are going to be winding down once these storms wrap up within the next few hours. We're going to be pretty quiet overnight, maybe some moderate showers, some lighter showers overnight, and that's about it. It's all attached to this tropical moisture, so I'll quickly run through the forecast here. Tropical tracker, this is a low chance of tropical development. We're watching the northern Gulf in the coming days. 10% from the National Hurricane Center, and it's going to be pretty hard for this to develop, but like we're seeing, the impacts already unfolding is all the tropical moisture moving in our direction. So as that weak low pressure pushes in, expect more moisture to push in the coming days, and that will continue to bring us some heavy downpours and some stronger storms like we're seeing right now. So that's basically what we have. I'll walk you through a precision cast of Thursday and Friday, because even though the storms are pretty intense now, it's not going to be everywhere all the time in the coming days. We're going to have plenty of dry breaks in between for Thursday and Friday, but I just want to give you kind of a rough idea of what the rest of today looks like. So these storms will continue over the next hour or so. Maybe we'll have a few light showers overnight, nothing big going on overnight. Thursday, some scattered storms in the mix, maybe a few stronger storms around, similar to what we're seeing now, but they're going to be isolated. That'll be off and on through the day tomorrow. Lots of dry breaks, which is good news, but plan for some tropical heavy downpours here and there. Friday, some scattered storms in the mix once again. Actually, exactly the same for Friday. Scattered storms that could be heavy and stronger in nature with some soaking downpours and isolated street flooding, certainly something to watch today, the rest of today, and really tomorrow and Friday. Isolated street flooding a concern through Thursday and Friday. But it's a low level risk, level 1 out of 4 marginal risk of excessive rain for both days. So it's not off the charts, but something we'll certainly be watching closely in the coming days. Now, rainfall totals widespread, could be anywhere from 1 to 3 inches. But like we see with these storms like happening right now, you may get 1 to 2 inches in about 15-20 minutes or so, or maybe you get up to 3 inches in an hour. It just depends on how the storm's set up. If you get multiple storms going over where you're at, we know how that adds up. You could deal with some localized flooding in the coming days. So that's really the biggest thing. Flooding concern, some lightning, quite a bit of lightning in some of these storms. Gusts maybe up 40, 50 miles per hour within the thunderstorms as well. Not unlike a typical summer pattern that we see from time to time. But it is, sometimes they'll catch you off guard. Earlier today we were going on and on about the heat, and now we've quickly turned it around, and now we're talking about some strong, intense storms pushing through the area. So I'll give you a final update again. Here we go with that pretty pronounced strong storm pushing through Metairie and the metro of New Orleans, dropping to the southwest to the West Bank now. So heavy rain will continue within that storm. And then that wider zoom out look, still dealing with the storm in southern Tangi and over Lake Pontchartrain, pushing west along I-55 towards Lake Maurepas, and then numerous storms along the coast as well. Behind it, nothing, just some lighter showers, so that's good. There's nothing behind it coming our way trying to sneak in, but I still think we'll have some strong storms going down the bayou over the next hour from Thibodaux to Houma as the storm continues to drop to the southwest. River parishes will see some more heavy rain and storms too. The North Shore, not so much, getting a break. South Mississippi also getting a break now. I know earlier we had some storms up there, but ending for now. It's now focusing mostly on the South Shore at this point. So I'm going to actually switch back to our live camera because it's just amazing how much lightning we're seeing. I don't know, Emily, if you're able to see any really interesting shots. I can kind of see off screen here. It's just all of them. I'll just stand here and we'll watch it because it's remarkable how much lightning. It's almost exactly repeat of last week where we had this incredible lightning show come in, and we're doing it again exactly 1 week later. And what's interesting is that we've got the tropical moisture with no real development worried about. We're not really worried about development within the coming days, but we've got the moisture and the rain and the passing rain, and it's not going to be a huge deal for everyone. But next week, it might be the same thing, which is interesting. We might have high pressure build back in going into the weekend and early next week, and then I think tropical moisture might try to come around again about 1 week from now around an area of high pressure, just like we're seeing now. So like deja vu 3 times. So we'll have to see if we meet back here 1 week from now to do the exact same thing we did last week. It's a pretty interesting setup that we're under. So wait the storm out, wait the lightning out. If you have cameras fixed to your house, that's cool to roll on those, but I would definitely avoid going outside if you can, because I don't know if you've been watching a lot of news lately. It's a lot of people getting struck by lightning, and you don't want that to happen. Definitely not. So make sure you're staying safe within these thunderstorms that are coming in now. More storms to come the next couple days, and then we get a relief from the heat though with this tropical moisture. But yeah, enjoy the lightning show while we have it, and hopefully you don't have to worry about any power loss. So we'll talk to you more about what you can expect with your weather and much more on the WWL Louisiana News coming up at 10.